Temple Run. So much nostalgia. But what if? Let me create a new world. And the guy. I made him move, jump while moving, turn, and roll. And everything at once. Problem? My world ended. Solution? Make it infinite. And make a guy run. For his life. Is it legal? Now these are almost identical games. But there are turns. If I want to generate a turn, simply changing the angle of the next chunk is enough. However, it's not so obvious for the character. We need to let him know whether he should just change the lane or turn. There is a hidden trigger on every turn, and if the character is in the zone of the trigger, it will turn. Otherwise, just change the lane. Of course, it should be generated in runtime. There is another problem though. You can kind of shift road lanes if you will turn at the wrong time. This might cause some problems, sometimes irreparable. To fix it, I implemented some kind of attraction, or even gravity if you can say so. It will pull player toward the middle of a road every time it turns. Now it's time to make my very own unique environment. So these are chunks I assembled. Road, ruined road, road with trees, road with columns, road inside a temple, and finally road inside a giant rock, and also horizontal road. We actually need this one to generate turns. It will work as a connection block between two chunks of road. There will be a first chunk, and I can spawn a second one here or here, depends on which turn I want to generate. Let's just throw it all together and start the game. This looks decent, but sometimes the camera is a bit off, sometimes you barely understand which turn you need to take, and sometimes rocks are just flying in the air. We gotta solve all of this in the future, but now I wanna implement a convenient system for obstacles generation. Here's what I got so far. I have an obstacle set actor for every road chunk in a game. A set represents a fixed course of obstacles. Sets are quite easy to make, so there will be at least few for each road chunk in a game. Here are some obstacle sets I made. Obstacles are not quite functional yet. You can't properly collide with them. I leave it as is for now, because I want to focus on implementing another core system, coins. This is a single collectible Dino coin. A few Dino coins in a line form a coin block, and a few coin blocks form a coin set. I made coin blocks quite customizable. I can tweak different parameters to change its shape. I combined a bunch of coin blocks into a coin set. There is exactly one coin set for each obstacle set. However, since you can enable and disable individual coin blocks inside the set, there are a lot of variations that can be generated. This is one of the variations. You can't collect coins yet, so give me a second. I also added little details like coins animations and visual effect when player collects a coin. This is all good, but I noticed a big performance issue after implementing coins. When the game tries to generate another road chunk, there is a noticeable lag spike right there. Let me play it again. Here. That actually happens pretty much all the time when there is another road chunk to spawn. It's not that unexpected, since coins are not an instant smash, but separated actors. Moreover, all the coin blocks and coins inside the set spawn at the same frame, but I don't wanna redo all the logic that's already here, so instead I'm just gonna make them spawn on different frames and see if it solves the problem. You can see how now coins are generated over time, and which coin blocks are chosen to be shown. Ideally, you don't want to spawn coins you're not gonna show anyway. But it does work pretty smoothly, so there is no reason to optimize more. I should return to obstacles and make them work properly. Original game gives you a second chance if you smashed into an obstacle. If you collide with an obstacle while you have your second life ticket, you'll get a very short period of immunity. But if you collide once more, you're done. The immunity period is definitely too long, but the concept is working. To indicate you don't have a second life anymore, there are monkeys chasing you. Monkeys? We don't like monkeys here. We like dinosaurs. This still needs a lot more work, but I added a T-Rex that will chase a player as an indication he doesn't have a second life. I decided to fixate dinosaur's position at the middle lane and track if he collides with obstacles. If he does, I can destroy that obstacle and spawn a visual effect. I also played with camera a bit. It will be locked at a fixed position while dinosaurs chasing you, because sometimes cameras clipping through T-Rex. I also need to do something with turns. I will probably just make the dino slow down and camera to return to its position. Another problem, on some road chunks T-Rex looks kinda scuffed, especially on cliff or temple chunks. I will solve this later, but probably the easiest solution will be to just disable dinosaur here. You will still have a second life and all that, but I just won't spawn a T-Rex to indicate it. And something special crossed my mind. What if I use some sort of wooden plank sign to show important messages? I threw together this sign and put it next to a player's camera. I scripted a simple animation and tried a lot of different options till I found the perfect one. So, if you trigger a T-Rex, the sign will appear, indicating you don't have a second life, because there is a dinosaur chasing you. There is an eternal cooldown on second life, and once the dinosaur gone, which is in like 8 to 10 seconds, it doesn't mean you already have a second life, but the game will let you know when the second life is ready via the sign. I did this cause cooldown on second life should be reasonably long, and it's kinda annoying to play with T-Rex chasing you all that time. You can reduce the cooldown by collecting coins. 1 coin equals -1 second cooldown. This encourages player to take risk and collect as many coins as possible. Then I thought, why not use that sign for showing players' score, instead of rendering it to the screen as a widget? So I did. I should obviously reduce the frequency. Showing score, let's say every 300 meters to not be annoying would be fine. What am I doing next? Sounds. Coins. Footsteps. Movement. Nice. Oh, and I finally changed character model. Also, check this out. As I said, in some chunks I don't spawn a T-Rex after triggering second life, but the sounds and warning sign are still there. Finally, I made this cute start room with the idol inside. And if you dare, take it. This game's dog shit. If you wanna check the game yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. I would appreciate if you like and comment the video, but anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.